Hello! Freedom Guy 55 here again. I wanted to actually talk to you about the character Jigsaw. The character Jigsaw, or at least talk to you about Jigsaw again, I should say. I had recently made a video called Jigsaw comparing him to God, called Jigsaw and God, a match made in heaven. Sorry about the self-righteousness about that video, though. Anyway, the one thing is that I've also actually seen the recent video, the recent movie, Jigsaw 7, mainly, I guess it would be called. I don't know why they would call it the final chapter, since it's not really giving an end or a closure to this. But, anyway, I did find an interesting thing out of all the films, is that I find that the serial killers, the people who basically follow Jigsaw, I've made a comparison with them being like religious people. And I do believe that it's like kind of almost the same thing. And what's so funny is that there have been people who have been the result of each other's death. Like there's this like kind of, I guess you would call civil unrest. And it kind of reminds me about the civil unrest between other Christian religions that where they wind up fighting each other and whatnot, and some in the past have killed each other. And I find this interesting because it happens that these people have also been the result of others' deaths and whatnot, and have overtaken them basically because they want the superiority of believing that they'll be the ones to spread Saw's word around. So it's kind of interesting in that sense. And I've also learned, or find it funny, that the Saw character doesn't just only stop at people who are, murderers or anything like that. I mean, it extends to people who are even jerks. Individuals that do things for, wanting a buck and whatnot. And I find that kind of funny to me. It kind of seems like really that he believes that people should be deserved to be tortured and going through an ordeal of torture because they're just assholes. I'm like, that's weird. And if you're a person that is not religious, but yet believes that others should be kind of, killed or tortured or whatnot because they're an asshole, you, my friend, are an asshole yourself. You're no better than a fundamentalist religion that winds up believing that other people, even everybody, because everybody's a jerk in one way, shape, or form. And fundamentalism believes that everybody should actually deserve to be tortured and die. For finite crimes, for certain things that are basically not really as bad as other particular kind of, evils, I guess you would say out there, evils. But that's my kind of that's my problem with this kind of thing in Saw, is that he doesn't become any better than other serial killers. I mean, you've seen other serial killers, and there are other people that do have a tendency to follow them religiously and whatnot. So, I just think it's kind of funny. And I really, in some ways, this is a very good comparison. That Jigsaw is God, and that many people who follow him push on to his legacy, and that there's unrest between each other to the point where some get rid of each other that follow his legacy, just so that they can have some sort of superiority, or they're just against each other for some whatever reason. Anyway, even though that they all worship the same religion. But anyway, that's it. And I thank you for... I also want to say that, I never, as I said, I never really got into the Saw films, but I see each one in the theater. And I only see it for the violence and whatnot. When everything else is done, the story's just bullshit. So anyway, I thank you for your time and have a nice day.